Hello, everybody. Jason with Learn to Survive. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're taking care of one another and taking care of yourselves. As I mentioned in a prior video, and at least 2 people watched it, so 2 already know this, I was in the UK for a short time, helping teach classes in a survival school there. The gentleman that runs that school knew I was looking for a Crusader cook set. And I got to use his and watch him use his, and they are highly effective. And I think, although not the most compact thing, so if you're looking for something lightweight that's not taking up a lot of space, this is not for you. But I think it's one of the best cook sets that you can have, and it by all means is not the cheapest either. So he sent me one that he found on eBay. The company that makes them sells their excess inventory on, not eBay, Amazon, and wholesales them to camping stores. But they're kind of hard to find in the U.S. because of the price and because everybody seems to want smaller systems. Now, granted, this ain't big. It is heavier than some of the systems you can get, and there are some pros and cons to the system. So after I got this one, a few days later, this one came in. This is the MK1. This is the original design. This is the MK2, which is an updated design, and I will go through both of them and tell you the differences and why I prefer one over the other. First of all, what do you get? You get your drinking cup and your eating bowl. You get Osprey bottle. These Osprey bottles are, I don't know why, they are very tough for one, but they are highly sought after here in America for preppers and a lot of other people that do actually know about these. I have a joke in the UK that you can run these over with a tank and it'll be fine. This does have the UN stock number on it because these are UN approved, so I assume other than UK troops get issued these. You get an aluminum anodized cook pot, holds 1 liter, and it's got marks on it, 0.25 liters, 0.5 liters, and then, up to that mark there's 1 liter. And you get your little Crusader stove. Now, this is the difference between the Mark 1 and Mark 2. Well, one of the 2 differences. As you see, there is a little bowl inside the stove that you would put your compressed alcohol, Dragonfire block, trioxane, hexamine, or Dragonfire gel in. And I recommend the Dragonfire blocks or Dragonfire gels because they do work better, they are hotter, they do cook faster. Some people like to use these little alcohol stoves in them. The problem with the Mark 1 and this stove and the alcohol stove is your bar don't go all the way down. And when you place your cup on top, it's going to snuff out your flame. So that is the BCB Crusader Mark 1. Now let's go ahead and set this aside and take a look at the BCB Crusader Mark 2. Now, before I get into the Mark II and its differences, these are the pouches that they come in. And with the Mark II, you get some things that you did not get with the Mark I. First of all, you get a little lid that does assist with boiling water because it traps in more of the heat and makes it boil a little faster. But for 1 liter at about 8 minutes, 5 minutes, somewhere between 5 and 8 minutes with the Dragonfire compressed blocks or gel is not bad for this type of system. Okay, you also get a ferrocerium rod with a compass, and it is a very accurate compass, surprisingly, and like a piece of hacksaw blade for the striker. Now let's take a look at the Mark II. Like the Mark I, you get your drinking cup bowl. You get the Osprey bottle, and these are very big mouthed and got a very good thick rubber ring in there for sealant so it don't leak. You get your cook pot, and this is one of the two differences between 1 and 2. The MK1, your cook pot, is about as thick and about as heavy as a USGI's. This one here is much heavier and much thicker aluminum, and this is where the added weight difference actually comes from between the two sets. Is this cup? You have this cup with this cook pot with you out in the wild. It's thick and heavy enough. If you drop it or whatever, it is going to be very hard to damage this to the point where you can't use it anymore. And you have your updated cook stove. As you can see, this one is much bigger. It's got better airflow lines on it. And unlike the other one, if you choose to use something like this alcohol burner, it fits down in there. It allows your stabilizing bar to close all the way and your pot to set on it with plenty of room between the burner and the pot, allowing airflow to go through there and do its job. I think this is an amazing set. The cost is higher than some other sets you can get or some sets you can put together. You can get little Jetfire stoves and Coleman nesting cup cook pot and spend about $40-50. This here, if you jump on Amazon UK, will cost you $65 for the MK2 and $60 for the MK1. And by the time you add shipping on it, depending on how you have it shipped, is going to be your shipping cost. You can get shipping as low as, I think, what was it? When I looked after I received the first one, $15. But that's going to be about 2 weeks. So if you want to wait 2 weeks, you certainly can. He shipped both these with DHL, and it took a week from the time it shipped to the time it arrived at my door. DHL handled all the customs and custom clearances. Matter of fact, the papers that came with it, where it was signed off on customs, the day it arrived, it cleared customs. I mean, it was like, okay, here it is. It arrived. It cleared customs, and it was sent from the port where it came in to a DHL facility in Ohio, and then from Ohio to here. So it was a very efficient process with that, but the price of that shipping was $30. So 65 plus 30, you're going to have $95 here in just this one set. If you get the MK2, if you get the MK1, you're going to have about $85 with that kind of shipping on it. Is it worth the price? $60 plus another $30 or another $15, whatever, shipping to get here? In my opinion, yes. I find the Crusader to be a far superior cook system compared to anything else on the market that I've tried outside of these butane, propane mix, gas jet ones that are much lighter weight than this and take up much less space. But then you're also carrying a big can of compressed fuel with you. With the Crusader, especially the Mark II, you've got a big enough stove that you can use the alcohol burner. You can use trioxane or hexamine. You can use the Dragonfire gels or Dragonfire compressed blocks. You can even break apart small pieces of wood and other organic material and put it in there and burn and do your cooking, heating your water, purifying your water, whatever it is that you need to do. So I find them to be, yes, a little bit bigger, a little bit bulkier, a little bit heavier, especially with the MK2, than a lot of the other cook systems out there. But I also, in my opinion, think it is a far superior system. And for the money, I would actually still recommend it and say that in the end, you can't go wrong with them. I really do love this system, and I really think it's a great system. I will do a video showing you boil time and everything on it at some point in the future, especially with it being summer and warm out here again. Well, it's not been warm the past week and a half or so, but it is what it is. But I will have a chance to take it out definitely this summer and use it, and I will show you that. And with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video. You guys, thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And please subscribe to my channel. And please leave me comments. Comments help me give more feedback. And it actually helps me open up a discussion more with you about it. Because, like I said earlier in this video, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not gauging reactions. I'm not getting questions or anything like that in person. So it is a little bit difficult for me. So if you guys would do that, I would greatly appreciate it. Please take care of yourself, and thank you for watching.